What is good on this bright Sunday morning? At least here in VA it is, and hot as I don't know what. Welcome to Run It Back. It's been a minute since we've done it, but Source and I are back, and we've got a good one for you today. But Source, how are you feeling, man?
Oh man, it's always something. I'm all right though. Can't complain too much. Can't complain too much. How you feeling, Brian?
I'm good. I'm good that I'm in this house.
Yeah.
Looking out that window, I'm just getting warm looking out that window. The heat is supposed to be on.
It looked like it's hot. Just looking at the blinds, it looked like it's hot.
It's supposed to be scorching out that bad boy. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. I'm gonna
Yup.
be up in here in this air today.
Understood.
Yeah. But we're gonna talk about something hot today, which has been a hot topic amongst you and myself for the past few weeks that we've been trying to get to this. And we're gonna get out here today and we're gonna talk about Friday, the Ice Cube franchise. Actually, we're gonna talk about the trilogy and what we've had, so far, and all these years later, looking back, how we feel about it now, how we felt about it then, any memories, all that good stuff, man. Something I thought we had some fun with. So yeah, we done finally got to it, my brother. We done finally got to it. And it's, looking back on this series, as I glanced through all of the films over this past week, it seems like it's been a long time, but then you really think about 1995 is when the first movie hit. And you're like, I know it's been long, but it's been that long, bro. That's crazy.
Not only is it crazy, it's sad. Prime is sad. It's a sad situation. We are not spring chickens anymore. I mean, I wouldn't say we old or nothing like that, but we not young. Definitely not young, and neither is the Friday series.
Yeah, man. And you think about all of these movies, man. So if you think about the first movie was in 1995, and then we think about the last movie, was that 2002, I think? I think it's 2002. It was Friday After Next. That's a long time. That's a long time. But hey, it's a series, a trilogy that most people have enjoyed.
Yeah.
People have their feelings about certain movies, one way or the other. I'm a fan of all three. I believe that you are too. But I just figured, man, let's get into this. Talk about this, man. Let's talk about this. When's the last time you've seen any of these movies? Like you actually sat down to watch any of them?
Well, it might have been a year. It might have been a year. But if Friday is on, I'm watching it. Like Friday is my favorite movie of all time. Just so we're all clear.
Yeah.
It's my favorite movie of all time. If that joint is on, and for years, it would only be on a channel that would have the edited version. I'm still watching that joint. Them joints are annoying, but I'm still watching it.
It's crazy now. They've been on multiple streams. When I started my rewatch this past week of these movies, I thought they were like on HBO Max, because I know just flipping around over the past year or so on all the streaming platforms that we have, I was always able to find these movies. But I found out this past week that they'd all taken them all off, so I had to watch them on Tubi. I had to watch it. I had to watch it on Tubi. I could have broke out the DVDs. I got the DVD packs.
Right.
That's a must. But I got a little lazy, and I had to watch it with the commercials, and I watched them all on Tubi.
Sorry to hear that, bro. I'm sorry to hear that. Sheesh. But I would have watched it, so I understand. I might watch it today. Now we talking about it.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I had only intended to do about one movie a day. I said I'll watch Friday, jot some things down. I'll come back and watch next Friday. Then I'll come back and watch Friday After Next.
Right.
And I sat through Friday, and then I got up right when Friday went off. Instead of turning the TV off or changing the channel, I walked out of the room, and when I came back into the room, it jumped actually to Friday After Next. So, it auto starts, so it skipped next Friday altogether. So I said, man, You're off today. You ain't got nothing else to do. You ain't got nothing to do. You know, I'll go watch the movie. So I sat through that, and then I was like, well, shoot, it's still, the day is still young. It's only about 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening now. Might as well sit through the other movie. So then I didn't have to click on it. It went right into next Friday after next. So it showed them out of sequence. And that's just the way I watched it. But thoroughly enjoyed rewatching these all again. I really did. Let me see. You said it's been about a year. What was the last one that you watched? Was it the original?
It had to be Friday. I ain't gonna lie to you. If next Friday is on, I'll watch it. If Friday after next is on, I probably won't watch it. No, I won't say I won't watch it, but there's less chance of me watching it.
And I think you and I talked about this before. What's funny is I remember, so the first movie coming out in 95. And when it came out, of course, the movie was a smash. Everybody thought that was like one of the craziest things in the world. One of the funniest movies in the world. Cube had a hit. But then we had to wait some years, about 5 years, I believe, to get the second movie. And I remember going to watch this film. I remember going to watch this movie. And it was maybe about 3/4 of the way full, the movie theater. I think I went in the earlier part of the day. But I remember walking away from the movie, really liking Next Friday, but also hearing people talk and remark, yeah, it was all right. It was okay. It was funny. And I know, things die down after a while. You got to ride the wave when it's hot. There was no Smokey, because we know that Smokey was the breakout star in the first movie. And of course, we had got Mike Epps, who I still thought was hilarious. But I think it's one of those movies that a lot of people have a different feeling about the movie now than they did when they first saw Next Friday. They appreciate it a little bit more than they did when they first saw it in the theater.
I didn't like. I heard the same thing. Over the years, but I never felt that way. Nothing's gonna touch Friday. Like, that's just the way it is for me. Nothing's gonna touch Friday. But I liked Next Friday even at the time. And I actually remember going to see Friday at the theater. I don't remember where I saw Next Friday or Friday after next. But Friday, if I'm not mistaken, it was Greg White in the group, my man JR, his girlfriend at the time, shout out to Rashida, and me. The three of us went. We sat separate. Well, they sat together. I sat separate from them. And the theater was packed because it was that first Friday. I think it was that first Friday night. It was packed. I feel like it was Midlothian. I feel like we went to Midlothian joint. But I remember that joint, and I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what to expect going in the theater. But I was like, man, this joint is hilarious. Loved it. Still love it. Like I said, to this day, it's my favorite movie. I ain't gonna let it go.
Yeah, Friday. I remember seeing Friday off Midlothian. I was with my man's Gooch. We went in that joint. Next Friday, I saw Next Friday. Where did I see Next Friday? I think I saw Next Friday actually out at South Park Mall. I'm almost positive I saw it at South Park Mall because I remember going shopping, had a little money in my pocket. And I remember we was out there and I was like, I'm hit this movie theater. And I remember seeing Next Friday, I believe it was at South Park Mall. Then, of course, the third movie, I ended up seeing that movie at maybe it was Virginia Center Comics, I believe, on that. So it's either Virginia Center or Short. I believe it was Virginia Center Comics or Short Pump. I don't know. It was one of them. I know I was with the lady. So
I can't remember the other two at all as far as seeing the first viewing of them. Not at all. Don't know.
Yeah, so these movies have left us with a lot of classic scenes, a lot of classic things we'll always remember. But one of the most obvious things now, of course, as it circulated throughout social media over the years, was this scene here. And of course, shows your boy Craig's girlfriend, played by Paula J. Parker, I believe, right?
Paula J. Parker, yeah.
Paula J. Parker. And the thing that throws a lot of people off, and even to this day, I was surprised within the past year to post this pic. The folks not realizing that there's a dude laying in the bed behind her.
Yep.
While she's on the phone laying Craig out for supposedly being out with another girl. You know what I'm saying?
Even though he wasn't.
Even well, do we know? He probably wasn't. He probably wasn't. But like, it's just like he won't, stealing them boxes from his job either. But I mean, I'm just saying.
Kind of look like you.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I always thought it was funny. I don't know that I saw the guy that first time seeing it in the theater, but I don't remember not seeing him. I feel like I've always known he was there because he'd roll over. He over that joint moving like, and that's what made it extra funny, And when people finally realized it, that I was like, I guess I'm not surprised that people don't see it because a lot of times people just focus on the thing that's in the front of the screen.
Mm-hmm.
But it's lots of times that things are going on in the background and people somebody has to point it out to you before you even realize it.
Did we ever find out who the dude is for real? I don't mean as far as the character. I'm talking about the actual extra. I mean, that won't F. Gary Gray. Nah, that probably won't F. Gary Gray. Like,
no, F. Gary
how
Gray
you always
busy.
find out stuff later? Like, you'll be watching something 20-something years later. Oh, I was the guy that was doing blah, 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 whatever. To be somebody that's in one scene is insignificant. You know what I'm saying? Sitting in the back, wiping the table down at the diner or something.
I could say it could be F. Gary Gray just because we don't know.
Uh-huh.
But we know that F. Gary Gray was busy being the dude at the convenience store.
Oh, yeah. When
Ezel was rolling around the floor. My neck and my back.
Speaking of that particular scene as well, there's a couple of things that come to me. So you can tell you was in the hood in that store for sure. Say it was a black owned. Of course, we see an Asian guy, I guess, with a scully on.
Skull cap on.
Yeah, skull cap on behind the counter. Suppose the F. Gary Gray he was working there, but I'm sure that he, I don't know, who was supposed to be the owner. But also too is, I notice the small things sometimes, and I always laugh when I watch it. Not that it's a big deal, but you're in the hood when you can go and you look behind the counter and they have coffee and shampoo on the same shelf. Think like Taster's Choice or something, and some VO5, like on the same shelf platform behind the registers. Just something small, but take me to notice something like that. But also, speaking of that scene and speaking of Ezel, let's see how much you remember about this, bro. When he had the slip and fall,
right?
How much money did he say he won?
I always mess it up. I always mess it up. We could settle out of court right now for $20,000. Sometimes I say 20. Sometimes I say 50. I don't remember what it actually is.
Wish I had that picture up here. No. So he says, I want $150,000.
Yes.
But what did he say he could settle out of court for?
Now that you're asking me, I can't remember.
Yeah, you're going to definitely probably watch this movie again today. He could sell for $20. And then they kept trying to get out of the store. Then he was willing to settle for $250 and a pack of Jawbreakers. And at the end, before they ushered him out, it was $1 and some envelopes.
I would have never remembered the Jawbreakers part. Even with you saying it, I don't remember the Jawbreakers part.
$1, some envelopes. Look, man, rest in peace to the man, AJ Johnson.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Ezel, man. Gone way too soon, but truly one of the top and funniest characters in the Friday. Some call it the Friday universe. Let's just do that. 50 got a power universe. Cube Cube got a Friday universe.
I like that, Prime. I like it because I would have said trilogy. I like universe better though. I like universe better.
Yeah, so no doubt. What else we got from the first movie? How much did Debo and them steal from Stanley?
$200.
$200.
We got $200. I got $200.
I got $200. Classic movie, man. Classic movie. So many scenes. One of the most memorable scenes too. We can't go by without mentioning this one right here. Rest in peace to the legend Bernie Mac himself.
Yeah.
The Reverend and Miss Parker.
Miss Parker.
She know what she doing. What do you think would have happened if Miss Parker would have heard what Smokey said up on his voice? Think he'd have got it?
Yeah. She'd have been she would have been offended, fake offended. And then 2 days later, Sunday, yeah,
it's going down there. Miss Parker, man. I saw somebody posted pictures of her not too long ago and said Miss Parker still looking good for age. So, but shout out, legendary scene. Of course, later on we also saw the part. Remember, he was trying to get some of that weed that Smokey was smoking.
Was cataracts.
Yeah, cataracts. Right here in Yamini and Weston. We call this a 20-twin. Classic stuff, man. Classic stuff right there, man. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy it when you get back into it. But you got more classic scenes throughout the entire trilogy there. We got two right there on the left, of course, from the original movie. And of course, I wish I should have got the video for the classic beach cruiser scene. Classic. I think the funniest thing about this to me is not so much what he's saying, even though it's hilarious. It's kind of like both of ours. We just keep it at my house. Is actually watching Red when he gets out of the car and he's walking towards him and he stands there and he keeps looking back at the car.
Yeah, at his daddy, like, you gonna get your back.
This has got to be, to me, that's top 5 in the entire series. That particular scene right there, top 5, hands down.
Hey, that 5 is gonna be crazy though. Like top 5 scenes from Friday movies.
Yeah.
So many. It's so many. Like every scene in Friday is in the running. Every scene in Friday is in the running for me.
Oh, for sure. You definitely can't doubt that. We look over to in the top right though, you got Craig and of course Day over, and that would be Friday after next.
That's that top flight security of the world right there.
Top flight security. You ever met somebody like Day that just took their job as too serious?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Just took their job too seriously, man. Like they gave that man that whistle. He was on everything. He running up on old ladies out there, I'm saying, outside trying to spread the good word. He just stopping cars in the middle of the parking lot, think he about to get somebody's number, you know what I'm saying, because he got a whistle.
KK.
That's crazy. And then you got the classic scene right there. Your man's down there, your boy Pinky over in Friday after next when he entered the party.
Yes, sir.
That's another classic scene right there.
All Pinky scenes are classics. That's Vernon Powell, underrated, probably not underappreciated, because when we see him, it's like, oh yeah, he dope. But I think when you talk about actors, it's a lot of times when people are in Black movies, and that's mainly what you see them in, they get underappreciated by the masses, or their talent gets underappreciated. But that man, he do the theater circuit, the musicals, like he do all that.
It's crazy with him because it was good to see him in this role with a little comedy.
My bad. I said Vernon. My bad. Clifton Powell. Yeah. My apologies.
Oh, good. It's crazy because when you see him in all his roles coming up, he's usually in some type of tough guy role, gangster, street guy. You remember when he was on Rock? He
Yeah.
was on the TV show, the black sitcom Rock, and he was old street dude from the neighborhood. And him and Rock was always getting into it. I've seen a couple of movies you can find tons of movies on TV now when he's a character out in the streets. Then I don't know. Have you ever seen The Family Business?
Is that Gabrielle Union one?
No, it's his actual series. It's on like BT Plus, and it's
He's
got
in a series.
it's actually it's a black series. It's about, you ever heard of Carl Weber?
Yeah,
You know,
Carl
they write
Weathers.
all those books, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Carl Weber's series. He turned
Carl Weber. Gotcha.
What are they in now? Season 5, but just started or something. I'm a couple seasons behind. I was watching it, and I'm gonna get back into it. But it's a show about a family business. Shout out to the OG, Ernie Hudson. You know, Ernie Hudson.
Yeah.
Ernie Hudson is one of the main characters. He's the father of an empire, and of course, they got a lot of street dealings going on, and he masked it because he's a big time car dealership guy. Owns like expensive cars and all that. But yeah, your boy Clifton Powell plays his brother. Yeah, it's pretty dope. You can catch it on BET. BET.
Look, got me thinking about that's not the right joint.
And you've seen his wife too. I cannot think of what her real name is. She's played in a few movies as well. The lady that plays his wife on the show, in The Family Business, has been on quite a few shows, especially back in the 90s and early 2000s, mid 2000s. Yeah. And you got Darren, what's his name? Darren DeWitt, the guy that does all the dance videos. Used to be in the Soul Food series. Yeah, it's a few people you may recognize in that. But Ernie Hudson also plays not so much a street dude, but he's working with his brother, and they got some. Everything looks good on the surface, like they good and clean, but they got dealings going on in the underworld. So,
okay.
Yeah, but shout out to. But I agree with you. Everything with Pinky in it is good, especially this right here.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Jingle Bell. Hey, it's good to see you, baby.
Classic entrance to the party, bro. Classic entrance to the party. You know what I'm saying? And I love the part in there when he goes over to see Day Day. So we showed him a mission. We still slinging records down at the shop. We showed him a mission. He said, "Why you find me? Because you was always late, fool." Say it again.
That's the joint.
I don't think anybody else could have played that like that. He nailed that. Yeah, he nailed that. So shout out to him in that one. In his second movie, Next Friday, though, that came out in 2000. Like I said, we waited about 5 years in between movies. And like I said, it's like you. I was kind of on it from the start. But we were introduced, of course, to Day Day, Mike Epps' character, who I thought was hilarious. I think everything they did with Mike Epps, introducing him, was on point because Cube just let him shine. Cube could have easily said, "Shit, we ain't got Chris Tucker back, so I'm gonna have to do all the heavy lifting in this movie, and I can just spot everybody else where I wanted to put it." But he let our Day Day shine. Mike Epps did his thing in this movie, and he was absolutely hilarious, bro.
And that's where the world really took hold to paying attention to Mike Epps. Yeah, he got busy in that joint because he's so foolish. He's so foolish. That's why, because he foolish. Him and his daddy, Don D.C. Curry.
Love Don D.C. Curry, man. Uncle Elroy. I love him. Yeah, but the whole introduction, them pulling up in front of the crib when, of course, Mr. Jones, Mr. Willie Jones, daddy, is taking him out, to stay with his brother and his cousin because he heard Debo supposed to be getting out. And the whole introduction when they pull up in front of the house, man, like, it was crazy. Like the whole they set Day Day off right from the start, man.
Yeah. At the 20s.
20s, but they keep clean. I keep them clean, though. I keep them clean. And once we got to know Day Day, it was obvious that you could see how Day Day ended up with a girl that he ain't never known that long. And I think when she was supposed to be 6 months pregnant already, 6 months pregnant, but he ain't even known her that long. You know what I'm saying? And to get himself into the what he got into. Shout out to Tamala Jones though.
Man, listen. I used to be in love with Tamala Jones.
Yes, indeed.
In love. When she was on, was it Head of the Class? What was the name of the show? It wasn't Head of the Class. What was the name of the show?
It wasn't Head of the Class. That was that Robin Givens, right?
It was similar. It was a similar show where she was a student.
Okay.
I can't remember the name of the show. But anyway, yeah, been in love with her for real. Then I realized, well, I don't want to even speak negatively of her ex or, their relationship, because he's deceased. So I ain't going to get into all that. But yes, Tamala Jones, yes, was that girl. Is that girl.
No doubt, no doubt. And on the hip hop front, we got to see, of course, Rage come in as Baby D. The Baby D scene when he's talking about Baby D, when Craig is sitting there questioning him, you got a restraining order out on the girl, and he started talking about, about Baby D. He said, you don't know Baby D, Matter of fact, let him tell it.
You don't know Baby D. You don't know, that's why you looking at me, because you don't know Baby D. Her fat ass be snoring and don't even be asleep, just standing there. Fat little cupcakes and shit. This fat bitch know about all the new snacks before they even hit the street. All the bootleg snacks. The year 2000 snacks. Yeah, go tell me the other day, talking about, Cupcake got a new Twinkie coming out next month. It's a bad motherfucker. When you bite into it, cream fill and shoot all of your mouth, glitter.
Foolish.
Crazy. Like, from the beginning of the movie, my man Day was on point. And of course, he flows into, what do you say? He said, what it says? She sell dope, babysit, and do hair all I can say. Police don't know when to kick the door in.
Yes.
Classic, bro. Classic, man. Shout out to Mike Epps. What do you say?
Are you a Day guy or a Smokey guy?
Can I be both?
You can.
I kind of like both, because I've told you, how many times that it would have been great to have gotten them together when they were hot. Like, when I say that, not that you can't do it now, but everybody, there's a time period, whether you're talking about movies, whether you're talking about records and MCs. Sometimes there's a time period when you're just hot, like you got it. No matter how hard you may try later, you may not get it again, but you just hot. You may do the same routine. You might not change a thing over the years, but it's just, you got it. And if we could have gotten the two of them together, man, I think that might have been the most fire thing ever. Like that, that's crazy.
It would have been like Harlem Nights.
Could you imagine a movie with the two of them in it, bro?
A Friday movie
now
with Chris Tucker and Mike Epps, and you could throw in Cat Williams.
That would have been great. So I've been asked that before. And that could be my response every time. Both. I don't think I could choose. A lot of people are going to say Chris Tucker because of the OG, because we've never seen anything like Smokey. And he nailed it. But, I have a great appreciation for Day. And he showed you it wasn't just a fluke in one movie, because he was every bit as funny in the second movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was ridiculous. But speaking, I'll be on that second movie. Got a couple of questions for you on this one. Now, how much money did they win from the lotto? Talking about Uncle Elroy and Day.
Oh, 300. I can't remember. 338,000. I don't know.
Nah, they won $1 million.
How much was the house? Is that a question?
That's about to ask you. How much did Uncle Elroy pay for the house after they won that $1 million?
It's 200. I don't know. 234.
Close. 230 cash. 230 million cash.
He didn't have enough. Let me go ahead.
Next question. So remember the scene when Craig leaves the house and walks down to the record shop because he had gotten a delivery, of course, priority mail or whatever, Michael Rappaport, shout out to him, delivered it, and he thought it was important. So he walks it down to the record shop where Smokey is at work. Him, you meet your boy Roach down there too.
Yeah, Roach.
How much, when they open it up, how much were they in debt? It's personal property tax notice. And how much time did they have before the house was going to be seized?
I'm gonna go with 72 hours.
How much? How much money?
$12,000. I don't know.
No, so they were $3,900. They need $3,900 by tomorrow.
24 hours.
So they got a priority mail the day before they was about to have the crib seized, before they about to get put out.
Golly.
And lastly, how much money did they figure out they actually had when he broke out his checkbook?
Oh no, I have no idea.
$247. So what we found out with the things we found out that they used the money for was the house, Day-Day's BMW. He admits to Craig when he goes down to the shop about what you got up. He said, I don't know, I bought some sneakers. Bought a pair of sneakers. And he spent some money on some sack chasers here and there.
Yeah. And some pills, wanted some pills for Uncle Elroy.
That probably was in there too. I don't remember, but I wouldn't doubt it. He might have, because he definitely needed them, right? That's it with sugar. What were the two things Uncle Elroy told Craig he was welcome to anything in the house? But what are the two things he wasn't welcome to?
Kim Whitfield.
Okay. Keep your finger on my sugar bowl. And what was the one before that?
My liquor?
Nope.
Dang. I thought it was my liquor, my sugar. I don't know.
He told me stay out of the refrigerator.
He told him stay out. Dang.
Yeah, my refrigerator and keep your hand on my sugar bowl.
Wow.
You feel me knocking? Let me in.
Let me in.
Don is my man. Perfect, man. Perfect.
Foolish. He is foolish to this day.
And then, of course, Friday After Next, which ended up being the third movie, the last movie that that was made. Of course, that's the movie we see with Craig and Day-Day. They out there trying to get up some rent money because everything they had was stolen by Santa Claus, played by Ricky Smiley. Right, so little skinny Ricky Smiley in that. Did you hear you hear the little, I don't know, the little tit for tat that's between him and Cat Williams about Ricky was supposed to actually be Money Mike?
Yeah.
So and Cat Williams says one thing, but then Ricky Williams got actually his publicist or somebody to go down and read his statement explaining how it all went down. And he actually pretty was sure that he actually had the part. And then found out later that he actually, the Cat Williams ended up getting the part.
He had it till he didn't.
Yeah, had it till he didn't in that. So, but I know you said that you would probably not break your neck to watch this movie as much as you would the first two.
Right.
Why is that?
It doesn't resonate as much for me. It's something about movies that are about Christmas but aren't about Christmas that it's something about that. I don't know what it is, but movies that kind of just mix in Christmas and then it's not like it's nothing happening on Christmas. It's the party. It's the whole joint. And you got Santa Claus. So I don't know. It's something about movies that are about Christmas, but not really about Christmas. That it's just weird. I don't know.
But they try. I mean, they try to make it about Christmas. I mean, you got Santa Claus at the beginning. I mean, he ain't really Santa Claus. You see decorations throughout the movie. You see they have down at the barbecue spot. They have, you get the kids down there and they dress up like Santa Claus. I mean, they tried, man. They tried. Craig mentioned several times throughout the movie about spreading the Christmas cheer and all that. So they tried, man. I mean,
and you know what else it could be? You know what else it could be?
What's that?
We on the East. We on the East Coast. When you got sunlight, good times, Christmas. That ain't no Christmas. Back on Christmas with sun and nice weather. No. We need some snow or cold. Somebody put on a coat. Something. It don't feel right.
We jump right into this one. I know you're probably not gonna get it because you said this is probably the least likely of the three. What was the name of the barbecue joint that Uncle Elroy and Willie owned?
Slap Your Mama. Jones Brothers.
Close. It's Bruh's Barbecue.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got that.
Barbecue. Yeah, so, and that was the slogan, make you want to slap your mama. And
That's
one of them did. Which one slapped the mama?
Elroy.
No, it was Willie. Willie got caught up. They were doing the commercial. Uncle Elroy is doing it because remember Craig said they only had enough money for a 15-second spot.
Yeah.
He said, "Come down to Bruh's Barbecue. So good, make you want to smack your mama." And in the background, Willie, yeah, boy, and he's back there eating, and he turned and smacks the mama. We see later in the movie, the mama ain't right.
Oh man.
Then they're putting all that extra salt in the potato salad and all this stuff back then.
I need to watch all three Jones again.
Let me see. What did Santa steal from Uncle Elroy?
What did he steal from Uncle Elroy?
He was in the shopping center and they caught him out back and he stuck them up.
Yeah, I remember.
The only reason I always remember this part because Ricky came with a classic line to me from this, but one of the more memorable lines from this movie, and for me in the entire trilogy.
I can see the scene, but I can't hear or see what he stole.
So he had him on the wall. He said, "Give me your watch." He said, and Uncle Elroy was like, "Not the rolling." He says, "Now it's a stole." Man, that joint was classic.
Wow.
That joint was classic, man. I thought that movie actually was well done as well. I'm not quite sure. I really bought I guess I bought it, but I've never been a big Terry Crews guy, but then I can understand that, wanted to change it up a little bit as well, maybe because you had to, but I was never been a big Terry Crews guy. I don't dislike him, but he just never, was never really my guy. But other than that, I thought that movie was actually well put together.
You don't like watching Terry Crews make us?
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, me neither.
Good. I am good.
I don't hate Terry Crews, but yeah, and especially in more recent times, I don't really care for Terry Crews that much.
I guess he was kind of. I mean, it's Tupac. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, I could have done without Terry Crews, but I understand why the character was made. Let me say that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was essential to the movie. But yeah, a lot of characters, man, in this universe, man, and
it is.
Of course, it's impossible to get all of them up here on this picture. Of course, so we see up there, we got who we got? We got Craig, we got Pops, Willie, we got Miss Jones, we got who's the sister's name? She was
I was thinking that before you even popped that picture. I was like,
when it Dana, right? Was it Dana?
Dang. When me and you gonna hook up?
Yeah. And then of
Dana?
course in the far right, well, my far right, you can't really see it. You got the fire away, but that's Ezel.
Yeah.
Of course, Smokey. We got Big Worm.
Big Perm.
We got Red. We got Debbie, played by the beautiful Neela. We got rest in peace to Debo.
Debo.
Of course, then we got Day Day. We got Uncle Elroy. We got Sugar. It was Kim Whitley.
Sugar.
Yeah, Kim Whitley stayed working, man. I was watching. You ever seen Black Dynamite?
When it first.
I ain't talking about the movie. I'm talking about the cartoon.
Oh, nah.
Okay, she plays Honeybee. That's her voice on the cartoon. Hilarious.
Hey, she been fine too. She been bad.
Bad. Like even before that.
Yes.
Then we have Dewana, played by Tamla Jones. Got Baby D. A little smaller right here to them. We have the Joker Brothers. We got my man Roach. Rest in peace. I think his name was Justin Pierce, I believe. But of course, pimping, Money Mike. We already talked about the man himself, Pinky, Damon, Miss Pearly, and behind these movie tickets right here would be the police officers, the cops. Put down the barbecue. And then of course there's a lot of people missing there. We could talk about the two other ladies I don't even call them love interests because nobody was in love in this movie. But of course, next Friday, the name was Carla, which was Joker Brother's sister.
Yeah, Carla was tough.
Yeah, she was tough. And then of course in Friday After Next, that was what was her name? Another time I could tell you what the name is. I'm not brain fire.
KK Aubrey?
Yeah, but what was her name in the movie though? Get to the last one.
Donna.
It was Donna. I started saying Dana again. It was Donna. Had Donna in the movie. So out of and these listed here, source, these characters listed here, or a character or two that might not be that. Of course, the great Bernie Mac is not there in this photos, but we showed him earlier. Out of the entire Friday universe, give me your 5 favorite characters. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make this harder. We're gonna exclude Craig, Day Day, and Smokey.
That's fair.
So give me your 5 favorite characters in the Friday universe.
You know who's missing? You know who's really missing?
The man is missing too, but go ahead.
Yeah, that's top 5. I hadn't even thought about this, but that's top 5. I'm going with Felicia.
Yep.
Gotta have Felicia in there. Mr. Jones, Willie Jones.
Okay. Rita missing too. No, Rita, Janet Jackson.
That's what I thought you were talking about when you first.
No, mine is not even in this photo. It just dawned on me at this moment that one of mine is not in here. But go ahead.
When you said love interest, that girl big as all outdoor. I guess I'll go with Money Mike. That's fair. Baby D. Shout out to Regina King, just because.
Just because.
And I guess I go with the Joker Brothers.
They were funny, man. Especially Baby Joker. He was funny. You gotta lose his species. I don't know. Black people got a lot of sugar in their house. No more locked doors.
Yeah.
It's funny seeing him now outside of this role. It's like I never remember his name, but I'll be watching a random show, or I even seen a movie. I can't even think of what movie it was I was watching. Of course, he's never the main character.
Right.
You realize like halfway through the show or the movie who he is. So wait a minute, that's Baby Joker, because he's playing a totally different role. There's no Scully on, he's got on regular clothes. But I know I've seen him like on a couple of shows. Might have been like maybe Law and Order SVU or either Chicago Police. I've seen him on like 3 or 4 shows.
That's funny.
Yeah, I've seen him, and it's fun. But he's one of those people you would definitely never realize immediately. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or they go off and be like, wait a minute. Oh, that was Baby Joker on that show. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough one for me. I would say, of course, Pops, Money Mike, Uncle Elroy, hands down. Uncle Elroy is my guy.
I feel like I should have had Uncle Elroy in that joint.
As soon as I got my check, I was gone. Yeah, we'll go with Uncle Elroy. It's a tough one because I want to go with Nia Long because it's Nia Long. I want to, but I just feel like we just got so short. I just feel like we needed more Ezel. I needed Ezel in another movie. Some kind of way he made his way to Rancho Cucamonga. At least. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. We stole somebody's house. I don't know. That's what we needed. We needed that. But my 5th one, the person I was talking about, is not even in his photo. We haven't even mentioned this person. It's a female. And she had a small role, but she had a few scenes in the second movie. And that was Miss Ho Kim.
Oh, yeah.
That time blazed for you. You come over later. I think she was hilarious. The little bit of time that they gave her, she was hilarious in it, especially when she went to pound up Craig. I thought she was hilarious, and I would have loved to been able to maybe have gotten her, even if she didn't give it another scene or two in the 3rd movie, right?
Right.
Because do you remember what her occupation? Well, when Craig introduces, he said, "Oh, this is funny right here." Do you know what her former occupation was? When he told Craig what she used to do? She's a smoker now. But you know what?
No.
She Mrs. Ho Kim used to own a record shop, a record booth down at the Slauson Swap Meet.
Wow.
Yep. I'm hitting you with these memories when you go back and watch. She said, yeah, she saw it there. She saw it there. Yeah. I thought she was hilarious, man. I wanted more Mrs. Ho Kim in this joint. She was crazy. Yeah, that would probably be my 5 though. That would probably be my 5. And then of course if we were ranking just we'll just say love interest, because I guess definitely in the first one it was a love interest. The next 2 really won't know love interest. I guess it was just lust interest. I don't know what you call it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But definitely Debbie Top is number 1, hands down.
Easily.
That's not even a question. We're going with Debbie number 1. I'm probably going in order. I'm probably going with Carla at number 2. And then I'm going with Donna at 3. And the reason I say that is because you got to have a little bit of respect for yourself. Now, just a little bit. And at least I'd say with Carla, I think Carla was just being held back a little bit, with the trifling brothers. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. She's out here doing the best she can. I know she was kind of feeling Craig a little bit and hadn't about ready to risk it all. He probably would have got it. But old girl just met Craig. Donna just met Craig. And stuff went down, which we found out by the end of the movie. Have a little bit of respect for yourself. Just a little. Yeah, so I'm going in the order of the movie.
Fair enough.
Let me see here.
I might could understand Day Day's play.
You said understand Day Day's what?
plight and dealing with Duana. I mean, I get it,
Get it.
kinda.
She got a Carl Jr. burger and I wanted to buy.
The brick through the window near the end though, just gonna keep coming back. Like this gonna be a lifelong thing. Yeah,
Crazy.
crazy.
That's crazy.
Exactly.
That is crazy. It'll never go away. Just mess around, be one of them joints. Nothing don't happen for about 3 months. And one night you're in your room sleeping, you hear some glass break.
Here we go again.
Girl, since we over here, swing around the arm to this cul-de-sac real quick.
Wait 1 second. Let me grab this brick right here. Okay.
Baby in the car seat in the back.
Right. Yeah, that's your trifling daddy.
No doubt. But look, man, so like I say, 3 great movies in my opinion. I can go back and watch any of these at any given time. Any of these movies come on, it can be in the middle of the movie if I'm scanning through the channels on cable or whatever, and I'm liable to stop and watch it anyway from that point.
Right.
It's just what it is, knowing I know what's going to happen. What we found out is, I'm not sure how much you paid attention to Ice Cube recently, but supposedly they've gotten past some of the hurdles, and there is talks of another Friday movie. And I know a lot of people say why, especially not only after all these years, bro, but a lot of the people, a ton of the people that were in the other movies are no longer with us. And we look at like the main characters, bro. Who we got? So we got, unfortunately, John Witherspoon is no longer with us.
Pops.
So there's no Pops, right? We mentioned Ezel. Not that he was in every scene, but come on, I mean it's Ezel. You got to have some funny parts in there. Not that Rita was our main character, but I mean, if you wanted to swing her back, she's gone. The good Reverend Bernie Mac is no longer with us.
Red Dad.
Who you say?
Red Dad.
Yep, Ronaldo Ray, comedian Ronaldo Ray. Red's dad is no longer with us. And that'd be crazy too, because I also wanted to see, I understand they moved to a different spot, but I would have loved to see Red in another movie, even if it wasn't but for a minute and a half, and get him a scene in there. One of these 3 that have already come out. You get to some folks that didn't have as big parts in the movie, but still, LaWanda Page, Aunt Esther, remember?
That's what I've been thinking about. Yep.
And I also read that one of the other ladies, I don't think we even know who she is, but one of the other sisters that she was with has also passed away. But I don't think they would have a bearing on the movie, but rest in peace to her. And I give you somebody that a lot of people didn't realize was in this movie, or it took them a while to figure it out, who was not a main character, didn't really have a part. He was just one of the homies in the movie who's no longer with us. Michael Clark Duncan. People seem to forget I guess he was one of Debo's homies, I guess. Remember when they was out there, was the shooting dice?
He was also, according to Megan Good, he was Debo's stand-in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was on Club Shay Shay this past week, and she mentioned that because she was talking about being on set, and now that I think about it, she was so young. Why would she have had a sandwich? But she was eating a sandwich.
You gotta feed them, man. You gotta feed them.
Yeah, but I think Debo or Tiny asked her for a sandwich, or she asked him if he wanted a sandwich, and she fixed him one.
What?
But she didn't fix one for Michael Clark Duncan. And I think if I remember the story correctly, he had said to her later, like, he didn't ask for one. And she was like, you didn't ask for one, whatever. It wasn't that big a deal. But he told her something like, when you're on set, treat everybody the same. don't treat people. Not that she was necessarily doing it on purpose, but treat everybody the same on the set because you never know. You never know. So treat everybody the same on set. She said that was something that she kept with her.
Interesting. I never heard that. And unless I'm missing someone, the only other person I can think of is, we mentioned him earlier, was Justin Pearson, whatever, to play Roach.
Roach is the other
Yeah,
person.
Roach is gone, and I don't believe what's the name has passed away. Did it? Or what's my man name? Used to be in all Martin and all these other shows. He was on always the short guy. The played, it was Miss Parker's husband.
Oh, he passed. Oh, wait.
Pass, right?
I think he passed. I think he passed.
That's why he popped into my head. Did he pass away?
I think so. Now I gotta look it up real quick.
Yeah, that's a possibility. And I'm thinking that he did now, because I think that's why he was heavy on my mind.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I think so.
Or either one time, either he had fallen ill or he passed away.
His name was
I don't
Tony.
think I thought about this at all until we just started talking about this.
Tony Cox was his name.
What they say?
Actually,
Showing that he's still alive?
it does. I don't see a.
He doesn't say that he passed.
Right, man. He's 3'6".
Woo!
That's crazy.
It's funny when you go back and watch all of these old TV shows, like Martin, and I think maybe Jamie Foxx, all these old TV shows, and he would be in an episode.
Yeah. He was all over the place. He was
All
definitely-
everywhere.
Yeah,
so
I don't see anything about him.
I didn't see anything about him.
I
Well,
could have sworn he did though.
I don't know why that popped into my head. That's something. Did he pass away?
Yeah.
That's what you think was more legendary in this when we're talking about vehicles in this series? Was it Smokey's car with the obviously with the cut off, they cut the roof off the car. You know what I'm saying? Watching that again, and you can see where the roof was actually taken off the car,
right,
to make it convertible. It's crazy. Not a convertible, just to make it no top.
Right.
The beach cruiser, or
I forgot about Lil Chris.
Oh, Lil Chris kicking over trash cans. So what we got? We got the Smokey's car. We got the beach cruiser. We got Day Day's BMW, and we got Pinky's ride. What's the most legendary out of the four?
Did you say Big Perm joint?
Yeah. Oh, Big Perm. What color was Big Perm? Was that joint like pink or peach? It was a mixture. I remember that vividly because I'm sitting there laughing. It's bad enough he got them like those greenish color rollers in his hair. Yeah. And he got colors everywhere. And when you go back and look at Worm's ride, it's like a pinkish peaches color. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The most legendary might be the ice cream truck, for real.
Chili Fritos. Yeah. Got about the ice cream truck.
I hate him.
I think Smokey got to get some love too, though, because when you look at, it's bad enough he didn't have the top on the car, but when he go to try to stop the car, and everybody get out and he got his foot out.
Oh man, I gotta watch that joke.
Yeah, man, you gotta go and watch it, man. It's legendary stuff, man. Legendary stuff. But there's been talk, man, that it's been greenlit. Well, not greenlit, but they've made ground. Looks like Q is determined to possibly make one final movie, which will be called Last Friday, I would guess. I believe would probably be Last Friday. And part of me would say, like a lot of people, bro, you sure you want to do it? A lot of your people that passed away. A lot of time in past. We've seen other people go back and try to make movies after a certain amount of years, especially they were classic movies, and it just doesn't jive right. I'm going to tell you, the first thing that comes to mind to me is something you and I talked about already, would have been Coming to America, the last Coming to America, the second movie.
Yeah.
when we're talking about putting other folks in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't just go out here and grab all this star power all the time and just think it's because this person is hot right now, it's this person that is going to work.
Right.
There's a amount of chemistry that still has to be either developed or redeveloped. You see what I'm saying? So that's what scared me about them making this movie. I would want as many of the old players that are still alive to come back, whether it's for, more prominent roles or just, a little bit of screen time.
Right.
Right. But I got to thinking too, if they did another movie, what would be the premise of the movie? What would it be about? You got any ideas would work?
If they did last Friday, okay, it could be Craig is in the hospital. It could be Craig is in the hospital.
Okay. Wait, we got Craig in the hospital. All right.
Or, because Craig moved back, so Craig and Smokey might still be around each other. Smokey is a whole different person. He still smoked, but he got like a real job. Like,
is Smokey a pastor?
I don't want to go that far. I don't want to go that far.
Okay.
But that's not bad. That's not bad right there.
Okay. All right.
Maybe Smokey got locked up for weed, ended up being locked up for a minute, got out. He could be a Muslim, though. He could be a Muslim.
Smokey a Muslim, bro.
Out of jail. You never know. Out of jail.
Okay.
Come back totally different. Day, I don't know. Maybe Day
owns the last video store in Rancho Cucamonga. a failing video store.
He got to own something that causes him to have to travel to Compton, LA.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm trying to. It would be crazy. So if Craig is in the hospital and Smokey try to sneak him some weed in the hospital while he recovering, some kind of way Craig is in the hospital. So if he's in the hospital, this is gonna be the thing that's
what brings everybody together.
Bring him and Debbie back together. She hear about him in the hospital. Smokey or somebody going there and lie and say that it's worse than it is.
And then Debbie ended up coming back.
Yeah, she went through a failed marriage or something.
Absolutely.
You know
Absolutely.
End up back down the way. And no matter what this thing is about, some kind of way it brings her back to Craig.
Absolutely.
And we see at the end, we assume at the end, whether they show us or not, that they end up together for forever.
Is Felicia clean?
Man, Felicia is a social worker.
Wow.
Felicia is a social worker now. Clean as a mug.
Helps people get off drugs.
I got a couple of things. So you were talking about Smokey. So Smokey, a couple of things for me. Smokey either a pastor. He didn't a struggling pastor. He didn't try to turn his life around, but he fighting. In some kind of way in this movie, either he's a pastor and he now owns a fleet of ice, or he owns a fleet of ice cream trucks.
Wow.
He had his money and bought the business from Warren.
He could do that. He could do that.
Right? He got that right. And but some kind of way, all of them need money for something. The church failing. And so you got to find some money to save the church. Maybe Craig's hospital expenses or something happened. Day-Day's video store. I don't know. Or maybe he went back and he bought Pinkies.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He bought Pinkies.
Got some.
But we need Pinky, though. We need Pinky.
But we need Pinky. Well, Pinky can still be in the movie. We can figure something out for Pinky.
Yeah. Pinky come back to town.
Got him another business.
Yeah. True.
And then
Pinky owned several funeral homes, or at least one. At least one. That feels pinky-ish. That feels pinky-ish. Funeral home.
And then we can't have Uncle Willie because I was saying that I don't know what Uncle Elroy trying to expand the barbecue empire all of a sudden. He need to open more businesses.
Maybe they took over the barbecue business. Because Uncle Elroy ain't no spring chicken.
Oh, they in business together.
Oh, they in business together.
They in business together.
They in business together.
It ain't Bruh's Barbecue no more. They changed a Bruh's Barbecue and Day. I can't say son because his nephew too. I don't know. Bruh's Barbecue and Day. I don't know.
No, because to Willie. But we ain't got Willie no more. And they wouldn't change.
Ain't got that's what I said. But you just in his honor. It be you already know when this go down, and that's gonna be a picture of him in the restaurant.
Of course.
They're gonna pan past that picture. You can be able to see that picture in the restaurant. Yeah, boy, that's definitely go down.
Wait, does Miss Jones come back?
I feel like you gotta have. Well, I don't think you have to have Miss Jones in there.
No, because if Craig is in the hospital, she got to be there.
Well,
her and Dana.
Yeah, if he's in the hospital, then she does have to come back, right?
Yeah.
That's funny you said that though, because ain't that what when they broke out of jail in next Friday, and they was trying to they called he got stick your fingers. They called it. And they say, hey, come quick. Or he's in trouble. Did he say he was in the hospital or something? I know he said Craig's in trouble.
Crazy, yeah. Tell him, hurry, put down everything. Craig's in trouble.
Oh yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, but I think we got some kind of way they all need money. Some kind of way they need money for something. For all whatever they're doing. They end up coming back together through strange means or whatever. I mean, we know Data and Craig, they cousins, so they gonna talk. Some kind of pinky get in the mix. Somebody, they need to get money for something.
And they get Kendrick Lamar to do a concert.
Hey, you laughing? But they're going to bring some folks in here now anyway, right? It's on the West Coast.
Right.
They need the money to pay Kendrick Lamar, when they make the thing happen. Mix in little janky promoters and I mean, there's a bunch of stuff you can mix in this bag. You know what I'm saying? The first Sunday, they ain't gonna rob the church, but I mean, I don't know. But I'm saying,
I mean, rob Smokey Church. It'd be a fake robbery of Smokey's church.
That will be interesting, man.
Oh man, yeah, we gotta get Red back in here too. Red
got to come back. Red has to come back.
Stanley, Red bought Stanley House or something.
That would not Stanley's crib. So one thing I was thinking about too, man, to end this off. So, and this really will take some thought as well. We can have fun with the premise of the movie thing all day. Like it would be crazy. But if you were to recast any of the characters, you can pick anybody in the Friday universe. And let's just say they were making a movie now. So they were making a movie now. You can take somebody from back then and recast them. You can take somebody who's relevant now. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So if you were recasting, who would you pick? First person that I'm thinking about, now anybody going to agree with me on this, but I'm thinking about Craig. If they were doing the movie now, you know who I would like to see play Craig?
And you're saying if they're doing the movie now, and
I'm not talking about this fourth movie we may be getting with Last Friday.
No,
let's just say they were doing any of these movies that have already been made.
I'll go with the first movie. I'll think about the first movie. Okay.
My thought, it's a crazy thought because he's not the same type of person as Cube, but with his acting and his wittiness and the faces that he make, I would love to see my man, what's his name? Tyler James. What's it? Play Everybody Hates Chris. He plays on Abbott Elementary.
Yeah.
Tyler James Williams. I would love him to see get a shot at playing Craig.
That's nice. That's nice right there.
I could see him pulling that off.
I went a whole different direction. But look, and this is I haven't given it any thought, but it's the person that just came to my mind. Damson Idris.
Playing Craig?
Craig, yes. Yep.
You know, I would have never thought about Damson, but I can kind of see it. I can kind of see it.
It just popped in my brain.
I can definitely see it. I can definitely see that.
I like Chris though. I like Chris. That's a good one.
I think he would be hilarious, man. I think he would be hilarious. Just watching him, even watching. I know you don't really watch Abbott Elementary, but
I do actually. I started watching it because of my daughters. I started watching it. I get it. I get it. It's funny.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we don't miss it in here. I take his character there, and definitely Chris. When I go back and watch these Everybody Hate Chris episodes, sometimes I'm in here dying laughing. He just got it, man. He's just got it. He's quick on his feet. He's always on point with the facial expressions. He can be serious. He can be funny. You know, I think he would be great as Craig. Pops is a tricky one for me, but I came up with two people. One of them is an OG. I can see it. Say it for me. I can see Cedric the Entertainer playing Pops. I can see him playing Pops. The other person I came up with, he's a little long in the tooth now, but Danny Glover.
Wow.
I can see Danny Glover.
That's good.
Pops. They're not gonna be Pops, you know, like John Witherspoon was, but I can see either one of those guys playing Pops.
I mean, I go to Boys in the Hood and break out Lawrence Fishburne.
You can break out Lawrence Fishburne. Pops. You know what? So, me thinking about old Lawrence Fishburne, I don't know if I could see it, but me thinking about Lawrence Fishburne,
Blackish Lawrence Fishburne, yes,
on Blackish, I could definitely see it because on Blackish, his comedic side was crazy. He was a fool, absolute fool. I could definitely see Lawrence Fishburne on it. Mama, Miss Jones. I know this is not everybody's favorite person, but if I'm going to pair her in my movie with either Cedric the Entertainer or Danny Glover, I'm going Wanda Sykes.
That's great. She might be too much.
You think so?
She might be too much. She could do it because you see her play. Well, no, you don't see her play. I would say a more laid back role, but on a joint with the park. What's it called? Solid as a rock. Same show. Upshaws. The Upshaws. I mean, she'd be great regardless. Great regardless. So I'm going with Lawrence Fishburne. I mean, I don't have no choice, really. Like, I can't even think about it seriously because I said Lawrence Fishburne, so I got to go with Angela Bassett. It don't even matter what I say.
Well, Angela won't be great whatever she does.
It got to be Angela Bassett. So, sorry.
and I'm going to say that since if we're going Angela Bassett, and I wasn't even going to cast this person, but we're going Angela Bassett. If I'm going with Dana, as far as Dana, I got to bring Kiki in that end.
Oh, yeah.
I got to bring Kiki in. They look like they could be mother-daughter anyway.
Akila and the B and her mom.
Yeah, so if you're doing that, I'm definitely bringing in Kiki Palmer. She gonna be Dana on this bad boy.
I want to get Kyla Pratt in there.
Indeed. And matter of fact, if I had to choose, I'd probably take your recommendation with Kyla Pratt as Dana over Kiki. But I don't think Kiki would be bad.
Kiki
I don't think would be bad, but I would probably go Kyla Pratt.
Okay, I'm gonna let you keep going because I was gonna say Kiki for somebody else, but now wait till we get to
Oh, hey, put whoever you want to be. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Kiki, or see, and I'm not even doing time frames or age ranges. I'm just saying the
Yeah.
people. Kiki, or oh man, what's my girl name? Iman Shumper's wife, ex-wife,
Oh, Tiana Taylor.
Tiana Taylor. Either of them could be Felicia. Kiki would kill Felicia. She would kill Felicia.
I'm not going now. That's dope. But if I'm going with Tiana Taylor, I'm putting her as what's her name? Craig's girlfriend.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
That's perfect.
she
Paula
Craig's
J.
girlfriend,
Parker.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, she Craig's girlfriend. That's if I'm going Tiana Taylor, that's what I'm going with.
that's nice. That's nice.
I see her nail in that joint.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could pick. I can't come up with anything honestly for Smokey other than Chris Tucker. I'm trying. I'm trying really. I can't come up with anybody.
You're not going with old boy?
Who, Chris Rock?
No. Wife died. Girlfriend died. Comedian.
Oh, DC Young Fly?
Yeah. DC. Yeah.
No, he can pull it. I guess me thinking about it, he probably didn't pop up my head initially thinking about some of these other movies I just seen him in, and all the movies were terrible. I ain't gonna say terrible, but
No,
they ain't hit. You know what I'm
you
saying?
mean it.
Yeah, but I like him.
Yeah.
You know, especially like on Wild and Out now. Like he's hilarious. So no, I guess I could see him playing Smokey. He can pull Smokey off. He can pull Smokey off. Day Day. Hey, is there anybody can play Day Day?
Lil, what's his name? Lil,
Lil Rel?
no.
Oh.
No, Lil,
Lil Rel for me. Lil Rel Howard could be Ezel for me.
Lil, what's my man name? He was on the bike in Beauty Shop.
I ain't seen Beauty Shop in a minute. I'm trying to remember who that is. Who's on?
Little funny dude. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, look him up.
I'm thinking Lil Bobby, but that's not who I'm talking about. What is his name? The kid on the bike in Beauty Shop. He's a comedian. Lil JJ.
Oh, JJ.
That might be too heavy a role for him. That might be too heavy a role.
I don't have anybody for Debo or any of them. Rest in peace, both of them. Actually, rest in peace to
You saying Debo or who?
I was thinking about either Debo or Damon. Or any a big guy. A big guy who's gonna be the bully. You got somebody in mind? Or is this one of them times we pull out a lesson on acting?
Yeah, you have to make a star of this Joe. Debo.
You got to make a style of that joint. I know I had one more, but somebody else I was thinking about. It was another character. Oh, I mean, was Uncle Elroy?
Oh, who was Uncle Elroy? I could see Sid in that role too, actually.
I could definitely see Sid there. I can see Sid in. So yeah, so we go with. I like Sid as Pops too, though. Even though, like I said, I can actually see I've seen the comedic side of Danny Glover. Danny Glover can be kind of funny,
right?
So, but if I concede it and I slide Danny Glover into the Pops role, then Sid definitely got to be my Uncle Elroy.
There you go. That's it right there. That's tough.
Yeah. Who you got for Sugar? You going with that Taraji?
You said Taraji. No, I'm not going with
We ain't
Taraji.
going to Raji.
Nah, I'm good on Taraji right now. Um, I
I'm gonna
think
take a wild. I'm gonna take a wild stab at one for you. The Sugar. You don't often see her play this type of roles, but she's often in a comedic, somewhat comedic role. Some a little quieter than others, but I'm gonna go out on left field and go get me Rashida Jones.
Rashida Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, wow. You did. You went out there.
Or now I take that back. I was gonna go Rashida Jones, but I'd probably rather see her as a lighter version of Sugar. I mean of what was Samoa's name in the movie? Supposed to be her sister. Samoa in Friday After Next, Samoa's name was I forgot her name in the movie.
And we talking about Sugar though.
Yeah, so we talking about Sugar. So
Um,
I'm pulling back. I'm taking Rashida out of the Sugar role, and I'm gonna say she should be Samoa's character.
this gonna be a wild set.
That's a tough one. You putting it with Sugar,
Cardi B.
bruh. That would work. No, I'm telling you, you joking. That would work. That would work, man. I think Cardi pulls that off.
She definitely can pull that off. She definitely can pull that off.
Man, that was fun. That was fun. Anybody else you can think of, man, before we wrap? Another character we would need to who we would cast. That Cardi B, I like that though.
Who'd you say Tiana Taylor was?
That's Craig's girlfriend.
Craig girl. Okay.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of somebody for Baby D.
Baby D. Baby D.
Coco Jones is Miss Parker.
Coco Jones?
Wait, Coco Jones, right?
Yeah, Coco Jones.
Yeah.
We go with Coco Jones and Miss Parker.
That just popped in my head randomly. I don't know. I didn't think about that one at all. I hadn't thought about any of these, honestly, but that one was just...
You know who got to have a quick part in this movie, though? It don't even have to be a main character, but if it's somebody I got to have in here for a quick part, whether she's one of the homies or not, I'm gonna slide my girl Lotto in there for a quick scene. She ain't gotta be a main character. She ain't gotta show up in 5 scenes. But I got to have a quick scene with Lotto with it. Something go down inside the corner store or something. I don't know. I got to slide her in there.
Did we say who was Dana?
We said who was Dana?
Oh no, you said Kiki at first. You said Kiki.
I said I'm cool with either Kiki or either
I said Kyla Pratt. Right.
Either Kyla Pratt.
Yeah.
I'm cool with either one of those. Like I said, I'm going. I think Tiana Taylor would be not Tiana Taylor. I think Keke Palmer would be great in that role, especially with the chemistry with Angela Bassett. And they look like they could be mother-daughter.
Yeah.
But when you do the Kyla Pratt thing in there, though, I kind of really like that too.
You know who could be who else could be Miss Parker?
Who that? Oh,
Regina Hall.
Bruh, how I leave Regina Hall out this movie? Regina got to be in this movie.
She got to be there somewhere. She got to be.
Regina Hall has got to be in. Yeah, Regina could definitely be Miss Parker. You know what she would be great at too.
She could also be Dwana. She could also.
Man.
Ooh.
She could be Dewana.
Queen Latifah could be Baby D.
Bruh.
A
I'm
younger.
not lying. I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that Queen Latifah could be Baby D. She would nail that.
Yeah.
It was somebody else I just had in mind real quick. I can't think of what it was. Somebody I was thinking of to be in this movie, and it's an actress too.
We could do this all day. Real.
It would be great in one of these parts in this movie. Yeah. So, but yeah. So shout out, man. This was great. This is great. We might have to, when they come back to the table, even if it's just a short, and just do a short one day on recasting. Let's redo a short one day and just recast the movie and have it up there, man. But that is dope. That is dope. So overall, man, as fans of this, as a big fan of this series of the Friday trilogy and the Friday universe, we're gonna lump all three of these together on a scale 1 to 5, 5 beers being the highest. How many beers are you giving this trilogy?
Trilogy as a whole. 3.8. What's halfway between 75? 3.875. 55555. Is that right? That ain't right. Hold on. Let me do the math real quick. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm shortening it. It's 4.16. That's what it is. Cause it's a 5, a 4, and a 3.5. So overall, it's 4.16.
4.16.
So that's 4 beers and a watered down margarita. I don't know.
Not the watered down joint.
I mean, it got to be watered down because it can't be much for a 1.6. I don't know what that's gonna be. Oh, 4 beers and one of those, those little packs that you freeze with the with the strawberry daiquiri or margarita or whatever. One of them with them little pouches.
So I'm gonna count a shot as a half, right? So I'm going to take 4 beers and a shot for me. So that's 4.5 on this. Not much I can say bad about this entire trilogy. Number 1 is an absolute classic. Number 2, I've always thought it was, all things considered, it was close to top notch for what they had to work with, the things that they had to overcome and replace, losing their big star from the first one. I still think the movie was great. And the more and more I've watched it over the years, I love, I love that movie even more. And I mentioned shout out to Mrs. Ho Kim in that movie. Y'all, I think she's still around, so maybe found a spot for her if you're gonna make a last movie. And then Friday after next, I got a little bit more love for this movie than you do.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, it wasn't just the introduction of Money Mike, which is one of the great introductions in black comedy, a black comedy movie. But to me, it was just my man Uncle Elroy was fire. Sorry, Uncle Elroy, Don D.C. Curry was absolute fire in both movies, to be honest with you. But I just like Don D.C. Curry's character in both of these, and his placement, especially in the last movie, is really good. I'm not a big I forgot his name. What's the name? Fan Damon.
Oh yeah, Terry Crews.
Yeah, I'm not a big Terry Crews guy. I don't dislike Terry Crews. I mean, he's fine. I'll watch him, but I'm just not a big Terry Crews guy. Well, other than that, I think the movie is still solid. So yeah, I'm gonna go 5. I'm gonna go 4.5 on this. So that'll be 4 beers and a shot for the trilogy.
Fair enough.
All right, so. But yeah, that's it, man. It was a great looking back. That was our first running back that we've done in a long time. The iconic trilogy of Friday, sharing thoughts and feelings, and the recast. And I believe that at some point we will probably do a different video again of just recasting, and maybe we'll have we have a person or two on with us. But
Yeah,
other than that, we appreciate y'all checking us out. You got something?
I was gonna say, yeah, we gotta list the characters out so we get everybody and try to make a whole actual movie out of it, you know.
All right. Well, we're gonna do that then. We're gonna do that. Matter of fact, that's something that's gonna take some time and a little effort. So, and I want to make sure we do that right. So, we started on that, and somewhere down the line when we get to it, so it'll be perfect on that. So, but shout out to everybody that enjoyed running back. We appreciate it. We were thinking about some other things. I don't know in the works that may be coming up. I'm thinking about maybe Source. You and I talk about it. But I maybe something like Do the Right Thing or something like that coming up. Somebody suggested that to me the other day, and I thought about it, and I said, "Darn, that would probably be good. That would probably be good, especially it's upon its anniversary." So
yeah, can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, so no doubt. So as always, check us out on Run It Back. You can also check us out, the SBP. We are over on Facebook. You can check us out there. You can check us out at SBP TV. You can find all of our shows there. That is over on YouTube. So come check us out, join the group, like, subscribe, follow, and all that good stuff. And we will tell you until the next one, we up out of here. Appreciate y'all.